you know, and Kamala didn't like go to Joe. Like Joe Rogan wasn't like, you guys want to do stuff, either one of you hop in. No, Joe Rogan had reached out to Trump, and then, or Trump had reached out to him, and when they confirmed the meeting, Kamala's team then contacted Joe Rogan. But then, like, he says the whole thing, you know, on I think on why Kamala didn't happen. Yeah.
The Joe Rogan experience.
You guys are coming here. I'm like, I love these guys so much. Too bad. It's just there's nothing going on.
Well, I heard you might have needed to cancel on us to get Kamala Harris on.
I was not going to do that. I would
That would have
have
been crazy, though.
had to. I knew you guys flew from England, and I wasn't going to cancel on you because she had an opportunity to come. You could look at this and you could say, "Oh, you're being a diva," but she had an opportunity to come here when she was in Texas, and I literally gave them an open invitation. I said, "Anytime." I said, "She's done at 10 o'clock. We'll come back here at 10 o'clock." I go, "I'll do it at 9 in the morning. I'll do it at 10 p.m. I'll do it at midnight." She's up. She wants to, drink a Red Bull, fucking party on.
Yeah, but I think this idea that you're being a diva is silly because you're offering her the opportunity to do exactly what the other candidate did, right?
Well, she actually reached out when she found out that he was coming on. So
Yeah, she found out, and they were like, ring! Hey, yo, Joe, what up, dog? Can we get on too? Is that a crazy reality we live in? That's so hard.
So their
To
camp
imagine.
reached out to me. So I said, great, I would love to talk
This
to
is
them.
real life.
But it was very difficult to tie it down. And they wanted to travel. And see, the thing is, like, you can't, if I go somewhere, then there's going to be other people in the room. And they want to control a lot of things, I'm sure, according to the Brett Breyer interview on Fox. Like, people were waving them off.
People behind the camera making moves. You know, we just watched that video on people thinking Kamala was going to make better choices if she won, and that, you know, she wasn't going to be influenced, but there's literally people in the room controlling the narrative. Yeah. And that's all he didn't want. He just wanted an interview. Yeah, there's things that can be off topic, but he just wanted to chat.
That's a distraction. People in the
Yeah.
room, like, my whole goal with her and with him is just talk, have a conversation like a human being. You find out things about people. You get a sense of them, at least,
Yeah.
a real sense. That was it. I don't give a fuck what we talk about. I really don't. I just want to talk to you. Who the fuck are you?
Do you think they think that you're on his side and they're more wary of you?
I don't know. I mean, there's just because of my appearance, there's always been this assumption that I'm some right-wing MAGA guy.
Bald, white, tattoos. I don't know. Are white guys generally UFC enjoyers? UFC enjoyer, but I feel like that's international. You know, but yeah, you know, white, bald. It's just yeah.
I was a Bernie supporter. You know, I am not. I'm a politically homeless person for sure. You know,
I kind of feel that way, man. Like, you know, kind of politically homeless. Like, not really either or. It's just everything kind of sucks. This is, I guess, a better option in my opinion, but it's just a better option between the two options I had. It's not the best option. You know? A funny video is the 1% American voters from The Onion. The Onion?
always considered
Still
myself
making content?
a left-wing person. I never thought I would ever vote right-wing. But then,
Bro, and that happened so much this election. So many people. There's counties that have voted like red in California for the first time ever. Nevada has gone red for the first time. Oh my God, I forget. It's either since Bush, I think. Oh, I forget. I think since Bush, it's been blue since then. It's just been such a shift. So many people just were unsure and just went conservative. Dude, the Onion has made a comeback. I am a political vegetable. Panda's just like, I just kind of, that's my political opinion. And there we go.
The tides of culture shifted in a very bizarre way.
They did,
it just
bro.
made me, over time, much more aware of what this stuff is really all about.
Aware.
Because what this stuff is really all about is just these natural human behavior patterns and these tribal instincts that we have. And it overpowers all discussions. It overpowers what's good for the collective group. It overpowers everything. It's just people pick a fucking team, and then whatever that team says, they can do no harm.
They can do no harm.
Marginalize the harm.
That's so true. Sometimes some people get like very like militant with their own group, you know? The Democratic Party must have bought in a hard with the DEI trend. They gave those positivity vibes. And those are, in the political sphere, New Attacker, what's called identity politics. And that has been a big discussion currently. Have the Democrats gone too deep into identity politics? And we watched the speech by Bernie when he was pissed off. And he admitted that like they went way too hard with identity politics. If they would have focused on the economy, focused on the military like spending, focused on the rich class, the difference in fucking wealth right now, we are suffering through some of the biggest like differences in wealth like in a while. So it's getting pretty skewed, you know. We also don't really have a choice. You only got those options. Yeah, that was it. It's not like if we just voted for Bernie Sanders or Robert F. Kennedy or Jill Stein, you kind of just inted your vote. You just tossed it away, you know. Lowell, the new defense secretary, he said he's stopping all DEI and military. Gonna be wild. I think one of the defenses says, I think he said he didn't want women in combat roles. Yeah, I don't know if that was him who said that, so don't quote me on that, but I believe it was him. So we're in for an interesting next at least 4 years. Same guy? That's the guy then. We are in for an interesting 4 years. It's gonna be wild. Especially we got the border czar. Oh, that went super hard. You know, we got the new CIA chief. You know, now we got the defense secretary.
Horrible effects of the furthest
crazy
extreme version of that, whether it's Antifa or the Proud Boys, they'll minimalize the... It's the same thing, man. It's the same thing. If you look at what's going on with the liberals right now, so progressives they want the war in Ukraine to be funded. They want to censor speech online.
They do. It's been so crazy. Right now, there's been like a big push from the left to censor speech. From The View, from a lot of people, that they want social media censored. They want things to be, it can only be true news and only things like that. It's so crazy. And remember, each side only wants censorship when they lose. Because it's not working for them. If it was working for them, they wouldn't care.
To give the World Health Organization, which is deeply influenced by Big Pharma, including the FDA, deeply influenced. The revolving door between the FDA and pharmaceutical drug companies is legendary. And they want to give them control over what we take and what we don't take. And that's crazy. And that doesn't make sense because that's not what the liberals were when I was a kid. My parents were hippies. You know, we lived in San Francisco during the Vietnam War. My parents were like straight up hippies. That's how I was raised. And so for me, it was always like the liberals were the ones who wanted education and open-mindedness.
I love the interview
the liberals who were the ones with the
Elon had with the reporter about censorship with Don Lemon. It was crazy. But you want to know something interesting about Don Lemon? Today he just made an announcement that he's leaving Twitter. Yep, it's too toxic and all that.
ACLU let the Nazis.
But apparently people are just roasted him left and right, so he can't stand that. He just gets roasted so hard. Everything he says, yeah, saw that, who cares? Womp womp. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Talk and let them have a rally.
Womp,
they said you can't infringe on people's free speech because if you infringe on the speech of people that you disagree with.
And all the shit the below him were just like him catching L's. It's crazy.
You're being a fucking hypocrite. You gotta. The only
Oh my
solution
God.
to bad speech is better speech. We've always known that.
True.
But when they had the power over social media and these
Bro, remember when that one guy ended his entire political career when he went at that political rally? He did, and that ruined his entire career. Oh my God. You know what's crazy though? Elon is having $1 trillion, and yet he still does D4 speed runs. That's called the art of hiring. Oh yes, he's very good at hiring. So he hires pretty good people to run these companies. That's very good. I wish I had that skill. That's such a good skill, being able to identify who's qualified for a good task and appoint those people and actually get results. That is a very, very good skill. And yet he still does D4 speedruns. Yeah, he enjoys playing the game, but I mean, he's not out there building the fucking rocket, bro. He's not like, I think this rocket needs a little thing right there. And he's not out there designing these things or out there putting batteries together like, I need this battery to be redesigned in a better shape. No, he's just, he knows how to, hire people. He knows how to do good management, make good goals. I think that's really good. He does great. I mean, is he like fucking an amazing human? I don't know. I don't know him personally. I've heard things here or there. But yeah, he's fucking a smart dude. He's very good at hiring. That's the main thing I can say. He hires people. They run his companies, run them well, hire more people, and get results. You can't really knock that down. That's
collective groups of people that all had the same ideology, and then that tribal mentality kicks in, and you lose the perspective that you should have as an educated person that recognizes that everyone has to be able to talk, and we have to figure out who's right.
True.
You might be wrong. You might be wrong, and you might be
wrong. And just because you're wrong or someone disagrees with you, it's not harassment. They're not attacking you. That doesn't mean they're a bigot or a Nazi. All right? Because people are overusing these words so much in this day and age that they're just losing all meaning. All right? Only reason I don't hate on the monopoly level of wealth is hopefully he uses it effectively. He has. I mean, the same reason, honestly. He wants to advance space travel. He wants to produce clean energy. Bro, he's shooting for good things. He wants to colonize Mars. I'm with it. You can say whatever you want. I'm with it. I'm with it. Let's go to the fucking stars, man. To the fucking stars. I don't trust us. All right, we're too crazy to fucking make shit blow up. So he wants to colonize Mars. Fuck, I don't care if he wants to be the ruler of Mars. So fucking get us out there. Get a colony going, at least something, brother. And then we'll go from there. And I learned from following law channels that upholding principles equally is very hard because the very worst people will limit test your principles. You are 100%, and some of the smartest bad people will also know loopholes and ways around this, or use specific language or meaning to circumvent these things, like how a lot of the politicians in Congress are technically not receiving bribes, but they do receive contributions and guarantees of employment. You pass our bill, support our corporation, and you're guaranteed a VP spot after you're done with your stint in Congress. And of course, they do it. We see how pissed Nancy Pelosi is right now when they're proposing a fucking term. If you give exceptions to punish people, then it isn't equal application of the law. And that's the toughest thing, because it's other people applying the law. That is so tough and real. Because, I've been let go for speeding multiple times. And then I've seen people, get pretty much roughed up for going like 5 over the limit. Yeah, you know, it's a very wide application of the law. You know. So it's hard. It's very difficult. And having a true place, a true opportunity, and true actual equality is very difficult, no matter how you look at things, because people are going to judge based off of their experiences, their ideological beliefs, and how they've grown up. That's just that.
This idea that you're right, and you're going to do the whole thing a terrible disservice.
We also live in a world where equality isn't real, just a social contract. Well, of course. I mean, nothing is real. A lot of things are social contract. Money is not real. Your job's not real. Real estate's not real. You know? It's not like everything spawned, on this playthrough of Earth. And, they were like, this building is going to be designated floor, like, the Florida Tower. And this strip is going to be reserved for Disneyland 37 million years in the future. No, it's all social construct. It's all bullshit.